Hi, I'm Stabelina. Welcome back to my play of Final Fantasy XIV. We are now starting what I think is the story quest in the first patch in A Realm Reborn. I have done many class quests and side quests and open dungeon and such since last. Gotten quite a gear upgrades and unlocked many things. So now I am ready to progress the story. I also have a new mouse and a whole new keybind button system that has caused me a little bit of an issue, but I think I have figured it out. And I am so intrigued in where this story will take us. What will we do now that we have maybe beaten the Empire? And the Guardians? They're still about, but I think we've smashed some of their command centrals and uppers. But we have the issue of the Ascians and yeah, primal things that are erupting all over. There was a whole raw type situation. But yeah, let's see what Minfilia has to say about. She appears to be lost in thought. Stabo, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Stabo. My lady, the gentleman from Ashkana Export has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guard that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Belsa and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged with benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. True embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage in more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is every the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was a more brazen than the most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldassian colleagues have been generous beyond measures, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you so. Yet my urge to share in this dilemma will not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Okay. I see the lost in thought. Keeping neutrality, but gaining more aid. Do not envy being a leader. What do you say, Stolla? Recall a meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Leminsian sent word of the summoning Titan? They may have also recalled my words to our hosts. I said unto Meluab that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in conflict which she herself had intervened. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Luminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions above them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Thancred. Fortune begrets power, and power, fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what we do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief among the refugees at Alamigo that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Sabo. Each path is paved with good intention, but where they lead is far from clear. Oh. Oof, it's gonna be tricky. No one can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Uldar now and have it done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Rude. I have been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principle nice, you know? Ida. Orange. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other recess ever over their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners. Nay, nor do, while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to rise up to the fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Oy, oy, oy. Alfinod, you will have smart things. Pray tell. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I have given too much thought to our organization's future. I've given much. I too have given much. Though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it's time I made my feelings known to the undescendant. Come along, Stabbo. Alfinod, Stabbo, is aught a myth? You decide counsel, and so you shall have it. Minfilia, the Scions of the 7th Dawn must leave Ulda. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ulda's territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesta Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely really you realize they are not the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They are the reason. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why they and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience have taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the greater nation at an arm's length and plant our banner in the place which all agree are beyond their borders. Where are we going? Madonna. Rather than Seoul, to be precise, it lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By the way of an additional benefit, it also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ildar and her people over the years, but I truly believe this is to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerned effort. Ildar. Ildar is a home, Alphinaud. To cast aside everything we have built and started new in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. I don't think I agree. Sounds smart. The decisions is yours to make, Ascendant. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose in which moved us to found Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much family as... That will be old Alphinaud. I'm sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is more generous, but no. I have left them in the hand of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well arrow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. I have found a lot of gear. Leave Ildar. Has it truly come to this? I think it has. Stabbo. Pray attend to Alphinaud. He is engaged in some business or other and require your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphinaud waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him I shall have my answer in due time. Okay. Madonna. That's an etherite crystal there. Wouldn't need the tickets. Confound it. She knows what must be done and she still hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilias' mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Philamine was her name, though you may know her better as Songstress of Uldar. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eosia, not to mention certain charlatan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief among her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened, that her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philamine's absence stretched from months to years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Philamine is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Illuid, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress description has been seen of late in the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Landosea at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire Master Genjuru as to the veracity of these rumors. That's a good plot. I like it. New button for mount will take some getting used to. And then some, I think. And I have new mounts. Ah, oh, sweet siren of the sand. My Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Out in Spain, I mean Sabo. What brings you to my humble resort? Lamine. You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recent was the songstress of Ul'dah? Edged's woman. If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame. To think that she now piles her trade for the riffraff of the west of wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say. A tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Genjuru. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are many numbers of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most apprehensive if you could travel to Wineport and do the same. Apprehensive, appreciate? Well, what did he actually say? We got the meaning, it's okay. You wine snob? Well, if it isn't Dabo, the savior of Wineport. To what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due. But her perfume was so ghastly. I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tasting, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory prescription is without pair. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Could have been more kind about it, but sure. You want to know if I've seen a Mikoche lass by the name of Lamine? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too long. Except yourself, of course. Ay, ay, ay. I see you had many great adventures since last we spoke, Stabo. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much as we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher's Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. And haste I will make. 1 bridge, 2 bridge. That is a good description. Garuda mount. I got this on Garuda Extreme. I've done all the primals. All the difficulties that got unlocked. I got the mounts. Do I have Eve picks out? Nope, Eve picks come out. Lamine! Oh, she yet lives. Oh no, that's the wrong button. That's okay. I need to get used to this. I'm in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gobub's ire until it was too late. The oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and Flamine. I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? Apparently I'm his servant. It appears you've already found a woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Uldar, I presume. Minfilia, or I should say Asilia, is looking for you. Asilia? You're the very picture of health, milady. Yet the world thinks you ended. You passed. I can only conclude that it was by design. The question is why. Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, Scions in the forest of La Nusea side. When exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so, do you imagine I travelled all the way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? It really doesn't. My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have all that which we came for, we might continue this conversation in a safer locale. Wine port, say? I'm so confused by both of these. Oh, her mother lives. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotion will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It will be my pleasure to escort you to the walking sands. I am missing so much information. Too much information has been missed. What's going on? Has she been captured by someone, held somewhere? Do we need to vengeance upon something? Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamine? Asilia. I hope it's by those tones. I haven't seen her like this in years, Debo. I never truly believed it when they told me you were and passed, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would. And so I resolved to stay far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endangered you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue your work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. It's a perfume. Celestia perfume. You remembered. How could I ever forget? You worried all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble for me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Stabo, however. I could not have made it without her. Thank you, Stabo. Thank you both. There is something else. This is a cat's eyes I found all these years. You kept it? My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Uldar. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamine who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know how to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamine as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Celia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you must still go. You and your Alice have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I have failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but to think that which you have yet to do, of what it may entail. Asilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scion must leave Uldar. Lamine! You built it once, Celia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? So moving. How moving. Alphanode, the time has come for the Scions to leave Esper Bay. We shall establish new headquarters in Revenant's Toll as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send one to the student of Baldassian. Preparation begins at once. I'm sus on her, but I'm sus on everybody wrong, so I'm just gonna leave it be. I can't get over that mayor person in Costa del Sol. It is all well and good that we found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there's so much to be done, and in so little time. Our final steps will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were not for the guild's considerable efforts, the original camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to a cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationship with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself in such matters, Antecedent. Really, Alfinod? If I need concern myself with anything, it's surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom that resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alfinod, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. I know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions at the 7th Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must be needs negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Stabbo, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Slaafborn spoke of you with the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate the Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate. And few still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Stabbo. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest after all. You have travelled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Stabbo, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Sola. Alphona had just returned, and it seems there is something he would share with us. Never noticed the peculiarities of her skirt before now. Whole team. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with the new facilities and material support in exchange for assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the 7th Dawn shall have a new home in Modona, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to the tourist tales of many guests and their many, many demands. From the walking sands to the rising stones. Possibly poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of the momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raubon included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that's wise, Descendant? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Neosia. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. About time. Well, obviously, risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. True. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eosia to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes. But in doing so, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one and at once to all. To no one and once to all. To no one and all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. They always are. Great, I say. Yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time, and again, united as one. There must be some way I can. Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamine to teach me the basics of mining too. Cutie. Do you ever wonder how he does it, Alphino? I mean, it was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaftborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Stabo. I will take so care on the road. The road is going to be so difficult through crystal porting. This is the workshop where we got the Riva. I was told to expect a Scion, but I did not expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Stabo. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything seems to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? With that, we have a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the warmth of a dozen men. I just. Back to the work of a dozen men, I see. But I just like to do the work. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Science new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern, where adventurers can rest from the roads, fill their bellies with a good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit ruckus at times, but I imagine it'll be a good place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Stabo? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have a most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is requested at once. I must ask you to report back to the Walking Sands with all due haste. Is everything quite all right, friend? We need to do the thingy later. I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear there is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pay return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. What's happening with Gridania then? What will happen to my Vesper Bay tickets? I need to change because I have an Aetheryte crystal here. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Walking Sands while you were in Modona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the Antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the Antecedent if there's anything you can do. And that, and that, and that, and that I shall do. But I wanted the tour of the new place. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entirely resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. A new one. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Sabo. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicion, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Uriange says, the readings bear strong resemblance to the ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Moogles guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, the disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Heloi. He awaiteth thee in the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Sabo. Ida and Papliamo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Okie dokie. Adder's Nest, where are you? Oh, I want to see the new headquarters. Why did things have to stir up here? I want to see it. A pleasure to see you as always, Sabo. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of none of them more qualified to. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yes, please explain. Briefing on the last crisis? Are there anything that's not crisis? Not long ago, the Moogle Kupukup visited the Adder's Nest requesting an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Mooglekind, of which would imperil the entire Wolfswood if left unchecked. Oh, not the Moogles! You've proved an ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise in their role. in our dealings with the Moogles. Yeah. Oh no. Just wait. The rest you could hear from Kuplokup himself. He awaits you in the Elder Seedsea at the Lotus Strand. There is a little problem with Moogles and me. That is only going to be a problem to you is when I say Kupo, I kind of say it very awfully, and I have no idea how that's going to go on camera, and if I am going to try not to do it. If it happens so, I am pre-apologizing for every future Moogle interaction. The other Scions have arrived already, madam. May I show you in? More Scions? Oh, Ida and Paplimo. Papalimo. Why can't I never remember that? Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't end them. They're not bad, Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplokop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive this witless outburst, sister. Most grateful I am that you have come, Stabo. And upon such short notice, truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplokop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that the good King Moogle the 12th has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if it is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of a Moogle mythology. Kupla here would have me believe the former. A Kupo primal? If I can summon that eventually, I will. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there. Unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine. In spite of this, possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Cuba. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven, and he nobly held it while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that's how we Moogles came to this land. All of us except good King Moogle the 12th. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might at least know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes? I bet you tried the rope or something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is a belief that good King Moogle the 12th is a myth made manifest via the means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda crumbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have promoted them to take such drastic measures? Might that none in itself is the answer. Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea had been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared in the last by the heroes of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived, by virtue of your own strength, the latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, it's merely the calm before the storm. I think the Moogle's guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power. One they believed can be rallied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Moogle's guard only wants to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Moogle the 12th, may his brown disgrace fill our hearts with love, they started to get a little carried away. Verging on a lot, in fact. I'm so sorry. I can't not. Like the sylphs to summon Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is interfering with the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is a belief that he poses a threat not only to Mooglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus we beseech you, Stavo, confront good King Moogle the 12th and drive him from our midst. Oh, I hope it's not difficult. It's going to be so cool. Humbly do I thank you. The sanctuary of the Moogle's guard and the liege lord is concealed by magical ward. Brother Izumi Jan of the Conjurer's Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Hoi oi oi, King Moogle. Here we go. Hi, Ifix. The long way. Welcome, Sabo, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Moogle the 12th is a great comfort to me and the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him, quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparation you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. I'm so ready. The wards bearing access to the king's sanctum can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones. The selfsame method employed 5 years ago, when first the king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction this ending of the guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elements, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kublukop confided in me that he has been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Moogle's guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been able to do so, and dare not labour any longer. Fear that the Moogles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kublukop's keystone. Stabo, pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I'm certain he will yield. Okay. Lance is skilled. I ran through the gates before it opened. So, how will you do it, Kippa? He told you about that? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there's truly no other way, I'll do it, Kippa. Take the ferry to Sweet Lumpia. I'll go on ahead. Kippa, go. Kippa. I do not go to the end. I talk to him. Can't seem to remember that very often. Ooh. Don't you dare lie to me, Kippa. I know what you're planning and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kippa. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this Mikoter. Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs. You're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kippa. Traitor to the king's Moogles. He plots treason against the crown. Enough, Kublokop. Will answer for his crimes soon enough. All, as will all who defy the good King Moogle Mog the 12th. May his reign forevermore. Kippa? I don't want to fight the Kippas. I can fight the king. He's probably big and chunky. But I don't want to fight the little ones. The king is planning to purge the 12th wood of his enemies, Kippa. We've got to stop him before it's too late. Yeah. And stop stopping me. The entrance to Tormach is deep within the Ramble Patch, Kippa. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Moogle's god has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide for them, so you'll need to protect me, Kippa. Escort Koblogop safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, returns will fly away. You may try to woo with him and trying again. Okay. Keep going, Kippa. Okay, he's following me. Trying to remember my buttons again. Strangely enough, Summoner is what I've played the least with many buttons because I don't want to level it too much since that's what I want to play for the streams. Unless something else is needed or whatnot. Don't be mean. We're all friends here. I'm gonna press that button if I can find it, and then I'm gonna press that. Not that button. No. Okay, I attacked the Hornet Swarm, so okay. I just did that. It's okay. Keep going. I'm fighting. Don't ask me to keep going. That's a good button. Hey, you. Keep going, Kippa. Will the boar attack you? Not that you will. Good button. outburst? Why am I using outburst? This and then that. And these three. I'm so sorry. Faster, people! Faster! If we follow, will be faster. No, 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 no. Frick on a stick. I forgot to move from the Moogle. Guess I can use those. Okay. Oh, yo, that was big mistake. Keep going. Should have read behind it, but I was afraid of Kupo and the other ones. Where are we now? To be exact, okay. Yellow City Kupo, please. We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to face the key, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an etherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. Happy little Moogle. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back to whence he came. Bone March. Hard. I didn't even get it easy. Oh, Lord. I guess I'll just have to sign for it. See, I have so many things. Also have so. DPS, everything, join. And we wait. I'll be back when we're ready. Here we go. Regicide. I'm a bit worried, but it's okay. No more NPC play. Oh, the little swords. Ah, I'm a little bit sticking to my chair. I'm sorry. I don't. Kibble, when the hell 7 are you? Meddling adventure, I'd wager. Motgad så arms til fenken, Kupo. Whisk-waska kuppity-koop. I'm still getting used to where the buttons are on the mouse. Pukla-puki the pomp burner. Didn't they even have a target when all the whole thing happened? That's just petty. What's happening? Hail to the king, Kupo! Oh, that's so cute. Why do they have to do this? Let's go! Oi! I'm gonna start with Ifrit, hope I get a cast off. I mean, by I cast them in 2 if I use the right one. But yeah, I messed everything up, but that's okay. Hopefully know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do that. And then that. And then that. And then this. I really have no idea what's happening right now. That's okay, right? I'm only gonna use Ifrit if it lasts this long. I didn't even get to use anyone. Oh. I'm sorry, Keepos. But it didn't use temper, right? So they're not tempered. So they don't have to... I'm not gonna say it because it's not gonna happen. I refuse. I got Dark Knight. Moogle sword. Oh, yo, look at... Oh, and another one. Oh. Item level 75. Okay. What will the Moogles think of me now? You did it, Gibbo! You did it! Good King Moogle the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogles, God. When you did, thank you, Stapolina. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop praying at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Puknipak that the king is no more, Kippo. She is with Raya at Camp Tranquil, and can relay the news to the chieftain. Whee! Camp Tranquil, yes. Dark Knight. I don't even have a Dark Knight. Oh. Cool. Very cool, cool. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moogle the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. all Moogle kind owes you a debt. Goodbye. Oh, and since Ryo wishes to congratulate you as well, I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery in service to the 12th and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Stabo. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Strand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Okay. Can I get a tour of the new headquarters soon then? Or do I have to do this in all the states? I don't mind, because that was cool. Conjurer skill. Don't run, Stabo. Really can never get my brain around Gridania. Really can't. The elder seeds is expecting you. May I show you in? Yes, you may. I thought these were caped people in their chairs. Lot. Stabo, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus, I have 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain to hear what occurred in the Thorn March. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in the crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Ascians, this whole business reeks of their handiwork. They said it was a masked man who had taught them how. Years ago, but Gridania had no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as they are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, the crystals to feed the flame, and ever again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Stabo. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, and before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. Well, Ida and I were minded to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the elder Seedseer. Mayhap you could return to the Walking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. I am humbly glad to use one of my Aetheryte tickets. Because I have now 68 left, and doubt I'm going to use that many until we move. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Stabo. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felt good King Mogulmog the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was, as I said, summoned with the same method used by the tribe and taught by the Scions. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Stabo. And therein lies the end of this episode. This part. This chapter. We will call it different things depending on where I feel. The next one we shall continue, see if we can finally get to the new headquarters, or we might have to do favors for the other city-states to get, you know, things we need for the move. But anyway, that's next time. Like, comment, subscribe, and Stabo out.